Ayanna Clark stepped through the tall front doors of Crestwood High with the kind of quiet confidence that didn't scream for attention, but somehow demanded it anyway. She had just moved into the city 2 days ago, and everything around her felt like unfamiliar territory. New streets, new faces, new energy. But she carried a calm dignity that made her seem older than 17. Her long copper-brown hair fell softly to her mid-back, her uniform immaculate, her posture straight as if she had been trained to walk like someone important, though no one here knew just how important. The only thing she hoped for was a peaceful first day. But Crestwood High was not known for peace, and she was not walking into an ordinary storm. She was walking straight into the path of the one girl who thought she owned the school, Brielle Matthews. Brielle was tall, sharp-featured, and always flanked by her two shadows, Kelsey and Taryn. Together they made a trio that terrorized half the school. They were the type who laughed loud, walked loud, and believed they were above the rules. And what made it worse was Brielle's father, Officer Dean Matthews, the most feared cop in the district. Everyone knew that Brielle used her father's influence like a weapon. If she didn't like someone, she could make their life a living hell. If she wanted, she could have you dragged to the principal's office, suspended, or worse, arrested. And she enjoyed it. She enjoyed the fear, the power, the way teachers didn't dare challenge her because of the badge protecting her. When Ayanna walked into the hallway, the entire space seemed to slow down. Not because she looked dramatic or loud, but because she carried a grace that instantly threatened the queen of the school. Brielle narrowed her eyes from across the hall. She had just been telling her friends about some party they were planning to ruin, but her attention shifted the second she saw the new girl. "Who's that?" Brielle muttered. Kelsey followed her gaze. New girl, haven't seen her before." Taryn smirked. "She's pretty. Too pretty, probably needs someone to show her where she belongs." Brielle flipped her hair. "Oh, I'll show her." Ayanna didn't notice the stairs at first. She was too busy finding her locker. She moved gracefully, quietly, her eyes scanning for number 145. When she reached it, she started entering the combination. That was the moment Brielle decided to make her entrance. She approached with the swagger of someone who believed the ground belonged to her. "Well, well, well," Brielle said loudly, loud enough to make half the hallway turn toward them. "Look what we have here, fresh meat." Ayanna paused, looked at her calmly, and then resumed opening her locker. "I'm not meat," she said softly. "Just a new student." Her voice was gentle but firm, polite but not submissive. Brielle hated it instantly. "Oh, she's got an attitude," Kelsey giggled. Taryn laughed with her. Ayanna simply removed a book from her locker, ignoring them. That irritated Brielle more than anything. "I'm talking to you," Brielle snapped. Ayanna turned her head gently. "I heard you. I just didn't realize you needed a reply." Gasps erupted behind them. Students whispered, eyes widening, phones slowly rising to record. Brielle's face flushed bright red. No one talked to her like that. No one. "You must be really stupid," Brielle hissed, stepping closer, "if you think you can talk to me that way." Ayanna didn't flinch. "I didn't say anything disrespectful. I just don't want trouble on my first day." Brielle smirked, leaning closer. "Oh, sweetheart, you already found trouble." Ayanna closed her locker gently. "I don't want to fight anyone." "Fight?" Brielle laughed loudly. "Oh, no, you must be confused. I don't fight, I crush." Kelsey and Taryn cackled behind her like vultures smelling blood. Ayanna lowered her gaze for a moment, not in fear, but in calm restraint. She could have snapped back. She could have pushed Brielle away. But she didn't. She simply whispered, "Excuse me," and tried to step past them. Brielle blocked her path. "Where do you think you're going?" "Class. Not before I get your name." Ayanna looked at her. "Ayanna Clark." Brielle tilted her head mockingly. "Pretty name. Shame you won't last a week here." Ayanna sighed softly and walked around her. But Brielle wasn't finished. She reached out and yanked Ayanna's backpack sharply, making her stumble backward. Students gasped again. Phones were definitely recording now. Ayanna